Hey gang, Steve Angeline here. Wanted to do a short video for you. I've gotten a lot of requests for people want to know, what's my background? What's my bio? I think it's a fair question. So let me go over it with you. Born in 1956 in Rochester, New York. Save yourself doing the math. I'm going to be 65 years old this year, but I'm just getting going. I love working hard, and I love producing. It's the challenge that gets me up every morning. So 1980, I graduated from Springfield College in Massachusetts. I had a bachelor's degree in physical education and associates in athletic training. After that point, I then taught school for 1 year at Thayer Academy. For those that don't know the history, the Thayers actually died on the Titanic, and they left their money to have the establishment of the school, Thayer Academy in Braintree, Massachusetts. Only taught there 1 year. I then moved down to Virginia. I chased a girl down here. She ended up going back to Maine after she dumped me. And I stayed in Virginia because I sure wasn't going back to Rochester and fight that tough winters there. So I then went to work for a sporting goods company in 1981 and learned how to be a salesperson. I never was a salesperson. I still remember my first appointment. We sold to high schools and colleges, and my first appointment was West Springfield High School. I sat out in the parking lot and agonized for 30 minutes before I went in and talked to the athletic director. Finally got up the courage, went in, and he was sick that day. So I was so relieved. I went back out, got over that, and did that for the next 4 or 5 years. 1986, I started my first company, Steve Angeline Sales, selling to high schools, colleges, athletic uniforms and apparel and everything like that. Really, really enjoyed it. Sold half that business, and in 1996, I then commuted for 2 years to Toronto and worked as a national sales manager for an emblem manufacturer named Grant Emblems in Canada, Voyager Emblems in the United States. This is a great 2 years, great experience. It was a grind. I grinded for 2 years. I flew out every Monday, flew back to Washington every Thursday. My boys at that time were the ages of approximately 6 and 1 years old. So that was tough being gone all that time. From that point, I then started a company in 1998 called Pacific View International, and we sold, imported in custom headwear from China. I've made 40 trips to China. I've worked with the same factory over there. My oldest son, Zach, joined me about 10 years ago. He now is the forerunner of that company. In between that time, I had another company called Competitive Edge. We started out selling all 800 and some La Petite Academy daycare centers out there. We did all the apparel for the staff. We sold stuff for the little kids, everything like that. That business evolved into selling over 1 million hats a year to the United States Navy. So I would travel all over the country, visiting the ports of call for the navies where their bases were, and selling ball caps that the soldiers, the sailors, shouldn't say soldiers, that the sailors wore on board. From that point, I just kept it on cruise control until 2018. And at that time, my youngest son decided he wanted to get into real estate. I jumped in it with him at that point in time, having never sold real estate. Hey, because after all, how hard can real estate be, right? That was a quick lesson. But I applied all my skills that I learned along the way, including coaching. Because one part that I didn't mention was from 1978 to 1984, during the summers, I would spend 10 to 12 weeks in Newfoundland, Canada, in Corner Brook, running their equivalency of their Little League program. And I'd coach anywhere from 400 to 600 kids, ages 4 to 17 during the day. So lots of experience in sales, lots of experience with salespeople. I think the most I got up to was I had at one time 17 salespeople, always had independent reps working with me. through that time. Pacific View still going to this day. You can look it up, pvicaps.com. A lot of sales experience, a lot of coaching experience. So getting into real estate was a nice segue from all my background. I'm really enjoying real estate, but more importantly, I'm enjoying coaching other people, especially young people out there or struggling people. I've got a lot of experience, 40 years in sales, 35 years running several companies of my own. I've got a lot to offer you. I hope this filled in some blanks for you. If you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steve Angeline. Join me on my Facebook page, Mailbox Domination for Real Estate Agents. If you're interested in learning how I do my prospecting by using Mailbox Power, please join under me, mailboxpower.com/Steve. And as always, contact me through email, steveangeline@verizon.net. So that's my life story, 65 years old. I'm just getting going. I think I got a lot more to offer, and I hope I can help you. Have a great day.